In the UK, there's a strict no peeing in public law, unless that pee is squarely aimed at the right rear tire of your vehicle. Honestly, it sounds more like a fetish than a mandate.
The Garage Comedian.
It's a beautiful day for a joke.
So our Honda Odyssey was coming off lease recently. An Odyssey, by the way, is a minivan, for those of you who don't know. So I went out test driving some new vehicles. A newer Odyssey I looked at, a Toyota Sienna, the Kia Sedona, the Nissan Quest. Basically, we were looking for another family hauler. And while I was test driving the new Honda Odyssey, the sales rep leaned over to me and said, "This model can hit 0 to 60 in 8.6 seconds. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here with this insane sales pitch, so buckle up. See what I did there? Test drive, buckle. First off, this is a minivan, not a Bugatti. I mean, come on, why do I care what the 0 to 60 time is? I'm not taking it down to the Wake County Speedway on Friday nights, buckling up and trying to go head to head with some of the other minivan owners out there. No one cares, 7.9, 8.6, 9.7, whatever. And the fact that the sales rep thought that this nugget of knowledge might tip the scale his way, and I might go with that family hauler because of the 0 to 60 time is just lunacy. I mean, we use this vehicle to drop the kids off at soccer, karate, Girl Scouts, pick them up at school. On a crazy day, we might go down to Lowe's and get some mulch. Unless dinosaurs begin roaming the earth again, that extra 0.7 seconds from 0 to 60 in a minivan makes no difference. Daddy, there's a T-Rex closing in on us from behind. Hang on, little angel. Daddy got the 3.5 V6 10-speed automatic transmission. And when this thing hits 88 miles an hour, you're about to see some serious shh. Secondly, who came up with the 0 to 60 marker anyways? Why isn't it 0 to 40, 0 to 50? What makes 60 so special? From what I hear, 60 brings on dry skin, mysterious aches, a weak bladder, and mental instability. And lastly, shouldn't 0 to 60 be dubbed 0 to illegal? There's no back road I travel on that has a speed limit greater than 55 miles per hour. And if you're thinking, well, you can go 60 plus miles per hour on the highway, that's true, but you're not starting at 0. You're already at 20 or 30 miles an hour coming on the on-ramp. It's just a bunch of hogwash. Have you guys seen that odd egg-shaped Toyota Venza that they have out there? It reminds me of that old Britney Spears song. I'm not a girl, not yet a woman. I'm not a Camry, not yet a Highlander, yeah, yeah, yeah. So my grandfather probably shouldn't be on the road anymore. He's now 87 years old. His big claim to fame is, I've never worn glasses a day in my life. But just because you haven't doesn't mean you shouldn't. Pop, you just missed our street. Oh, dang it. Just sneaks right on up on you, don't it? Not really. This development's been around since 1972. I'll sometimes hear people say, oh, he just drove off into the sunset, never to be seen or heard from again. How sweet. Sweet? Have you ever driven directly into a sunset? It's blinding. The poor bastard probably wrapped his car around a tree. That's why you've never heard or seen him again. But there are a lot of bad drivers on the road, whether it's the elderly or it's the younger generation. I took driver's ed class when I was in high school. I assume they still offer that. I always thought a great motto for driver's ed would have been, I brake for testing. But brake would have been B-R-A-K-E. See what I did there? Do you think flies go to a flyer's ed class? I wonder that. I watched some of them just bounce right off the side of my house. I always wonder, is that one dense? Or did he just not get the proper training? Either way, he'll be dead in a month. Actually, I have some service I need to get done in my car. I was talking to a colleague of mine at work about it, and he said to me, just remember, you catch more flies with honey. I said, thanks for the tip, because that's exactly what I want to do. Catch more flies. I think you'd probably catch more flies with a pile of So we have a community page on Facebook that we all share. It's great for our community. We can solicit advice and look for help from our neighbors for a myriad of different things that come up. And one thing that always makes me laugh is when I see a post which will read, looking for an honest and reasonable mechanic to work on my vehicle. What, opposed to the rest of us who want to be hoodwinked and screwed? We all want someone who's honest and reasonable in all walks of life. So I was playing Mario Kart the other day with my son, and he said to me, hey, Dad, you're doing a real bang-up job. I said, oh, thanks, buddy, thinking it was a compliment. He said, by bang-up, I mean like a car barreling full speed into a brick wall. Oh, I finished 5th that race, which was actually a marked improvement for me. Okay, guys, I'm off to watch comedians in cars getting coffee. I love that show, which is far more enthralling than sitting on my front porch and watching boys on bikes getting bruises. I don't know what's going on with the neighborhood children, but they can't seem to stay on their bikes in an upright position. I want to cry out to them, you increase your chances exponentially by continuing to pedal. But they'll figure it out. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Woo! Test, test. You saw that. Test, test. You saw that. That was close. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more funny videos like this, click the subscribe button. New episodes launch each Monday. The more you know.